Welcome back to Will It Read, hosted by Infrrd Intelligent Document Processing, where we try to stump our AI-driven machine learning first solution by asking it to extract from the most complex kinds of documents. I'm Teresa, and my colleague here with me today is Rahul. While most of IDP work involves extracting data from documents, for certain business processes, it's important to match different data elements across documents and an external system. For example, if your IDP use case is shipping and logistics, then you may have an invoice, a purchase order, and an accounting system that will need data matched across. Today, we will try to set up data matching rules across different documents and external systems. We will also show you how to audit these values across these sources. Okay, Rahul, let's talk about the cases in which this would be problematic for an enterprise.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about this purchase order. So a lot of enterprise that you mentioned, they get requests for quotation or requests for proposals from their end clients. Now, this is a purchase order classic case where somebody is requesting for some sort of a product and material, and they've specified, what they want in this purchase order. What do you think, Teresa, the customer is requesting here?
All right, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like something maybe round, just based on the first
Hmm.
word.
Yeah.
And maybe those digits on the end there might be some kind of dimension, but it's really unclear what they're talking about. Maybe let's take a look at the product catalog to compare that against. Maybe that's relevant for any product-driven enterprise and how they would manually deal with this type of scenario.
That's right. Yeah, let's take a look at that. That's a good idea. Let me open the product catalog. So we have the product catalog on the right, has ton of things here. So yeah, where do you want to start looking?
Oh, well, let's I guess apply a filter to any which place. Um,
Mhm.
there's a few details there. Maybe you pick, Rahul.
Sure. So let's start with round because that's the first thing that we saw. Let me put a filter here and let's look for the shape round. Of course, there's no shape called as round. So that's where the first fuzzy match needs to happen. On the PO, it says round, but generally the product catalogs of these companies, it has abbreviated values. So it has hex, RD, rec. So the first thing that somebody would do is select RD, that assuming that stands for round. Okay, so we're down to almost 31 rows. Which one do you want to go next with?
Well, maybe material. It says alloy there. Maybe we can try that one.
Yeah. So the alloy number probably is 6061. So maybe we can drill down just this value. Okay, we're down to 10.
Okay. I don't know. What do you suggest?
All these products are aluminum, so we already have that filter. Maybe let's look for this diameter. It's 14.5 inches. So let's look at one of these size columns. So I see
Uh,
there's one value, which is 14.5. All right, looks like we are down to this product. So,
okay.
I mean, as you can see, it was super time consuming. There was a lot of fuzzy match logic that you had to do, so that's a big problem for enterprise.
Right. Yeah, imagine doing this across a bunch of POs, maybe thousands, or maybe some companies even deal with millions of POs a month. That's a lot.
Exactly. Yeah, this is just for one PO.
Okay. Well, so how does Infrrd solve this problem with intelligent document processing? Tell me more about this thing you said, fuzzy
Mhm.
matching.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go to the platform. And today I'm going to move a little slower just so that I can show you all the components involved in extraction, doing the fuzzy match, and then generating, what the customer is requesting for quotation. So let's start off slow. So I'm going to run this purchase order through our purchase order model. So let's do that first. I've uploaded the PO. It goes through the system. The file is uploaded perfectly. So our model is going to extract all the values as is from this PO. It'll extract everything from who is the request from, how many things have they requested, and what's the actual product that they're requesting. So our platform will extract all the data as is. And once the data is extracted, it's currently in progress. Once this is extracted, we have our intelligent automation product called Annie. So this product is responsible for doing the fuzzy match. What was extracted from the PO versus what's there in the parts catalog. So in a little bit of time, you'll see, okay, my session will timed out. So in few moments, you'll see that once our platform has extracted this PO, the intelligent agent will read the values from the PO and will match it against the part catalog. So the extraction is complete here. Let's look at the results. So we extracted all these values like the customer name, customer address, the contact person name. More importantly, there was some information around the tables. So let's go to Annie. Now, one of the agents which is designed or configured to extract the PO has started processing the values. So this agent will be responsible for matching the values extracted in the PO versus what's there in the part catalog. So eventually the system will drill down to the exact product in a matter of seconds, as opposed to how much time it took for us just for one single PO. Imagine extrapolated for like thousands of POs in a day. That saved companies a lot of time. So it looks like our platform, Annie, has successfully matched the data on the PO versus the part catalog, and it has generated a CSV file. Let's take a look at the CSV file.
Awesome.
Okay, so we have the customer name, customer address, everything that was extracted from the PO, plus, more importantly, there's a material number that we figured out after the match, which was not explicitly mentioned on the PO.
Awesome. Well, what other reasons might matching be a complex requirement for AI or Infrrd?
That's a great question. And as you see here, the subtlety of the match can get quite confusing. We tried to do this manually. It took us a lot of time. For example, an invoice for our solution may say Infrrd's IDP platform, Infrrd's platform usage, IDP processing fee, etc. So the aliases can be very different. Some POs may call it customer name, some POs call it client name or sold to customer name. So the subtleties are very different. On top of it, doing the fuzzy logic and maintaining your technology systems to cope up with these changing formats and layouts, it's a big investment in terms of time and money for enterprises.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rahul.
Mhm.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Let the automation begin.